Day 3 at the river. I went in alone and, well, you know, like without my phone to really just be here. And it was too beautiful not to also bring you and just show you this. And, just getting the farts out of my pants. When I ran for select board here in Hartford, it was almost 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. I ran unopposed, which I think is bad for democracy. I think it's good if there's a robust competition and then people get who they want. But because I ran unopposed, I was a walk-on. Now, I had moved to White River Junction, to town, the previous August. So I really had not been here a long time. And actually, yeah, I mean, I was pretty unknown and I knew no one. And so the people of Hartford, when they voted for me, well, they did vote for me, but when they voted for me without competition, they had no choice but to just trust that I was going to do a decent job. And I really hope that over the last year and a half that I've earned that trust by delivering and by being present and by being a good listener and, you know, all these things. But it's kind of interesting, I guess, when I feel like I'm trusted in some respects because someone doesn't have a choice. Hey, you're the guy, so hopefully you do a good job. But there's an entirely different side of this, which is that I feel like I've given, especially, you know, probably about 5 to 7-ish years ago, I was really in my wild phase. My early 20s were wild. And I feel like there's probably a lot of reason, even today, like if I were to meet me today and I were to hear about all the things I'm doing and all the ideas that are bouncing around my head and, oh, and by the way, his name is Rocket, I would be like, who is this guy? And I'd have a little bit of a hard time trusting this person. I'm saying this honestly as if I met me, third party, today. I'd be like, really? He's doing that and that and that and that, and like he's it just seems odd to me, right? But I guess I was sitting here in the river and reflecting on how grateful I am that either I guess somehow I've earned the trust of people, but even in cases where I don't necessarily even know if that's merited, many of you have given me your trust. I was thinking about yesterday how we were on, Jessica and I, my friend, photographer friend, we're doing this book, this beautiful hardcover Eat Vermont book. It's going to come out next year. It's going to be incredible. But the project is taking us around farms all over Washington, Orange, and Windsor counties, the wow counties. Hold on. And not one, but two, good God, I need a haircut. But at not one, but 2 farms back to back. The families there, we were doing the interview, and both of them had 14-month-old babies. And in both circumstances, the babies warmed enough to me, and I guess the parents trusted me enough that I got to hold these sweet children. And it was, incredible, magical, warming experience. And the trust it takes somebody to allow another person to hold their infant like that is immense. And it's not just that. It's like last year when Billings Farm and the Woodstock Foundation decided to allow us to come and do a video at Billings Farm and to pay us to do that. It takes a lot of trust for us to represent your brand. And so those layers of trust that have emerged, and I guess, you know, I do work really hard for it, so I would say earned, but then also given, is something that I'm immensely grateful for. Just like this beautiful morning. Just gotta get out of the water before I Do some damage. Do some damage. No, it's actually a beautiful day. So anyway, to anyone out there who has given me your trust, maybe because you live in Hartford and you have no choice. Or maybe, I don't know, because you have faith in humanity. Thanks. Thank you.